Hello, everyone. Welcome to Gamers for Hope, Gamers Against Campster Fundraise. I'm your first host of the day, Novo, and I'll be hosting for Rykel, Goat Simulator 3 Speedrun. I want to thank you all for coming out, and remember to send some donations to help us fight against cancer. And I'm going to go ahead and give it away to Rykel.
Thank you, thank you. Hello, welcome to the first run of the Gamers for Hope Marathon. We're actually playing I Am Groot, the game, with bunny slippers and a traffic cone on his head. And we're actually playing PT. I don't know what else we would be doing. With me, I'm not alone in this horror game. Who might you be?
Hey everyone, I am Spectral, and I also speedrun the Groot Simulator.
Groot Simulator is really good, but I guess we actually have to play Goat Simulator now, I guess. I think we're off the air at this point. So I guess we're waiting until we're back. Ah, there we are. Yeah, there we are. Hello. Very good. No, don't worry, no worries. I hope they saw Groot. That's the most important thing. So before we can start, we actually need to delete our entire save file, which is unfortunate. But hey, next to that, I'm gonna delete the other kind of save file that I have. And let's actually get loaded into the wonderful world of Goat Simulator 3. Game that came out in, when was it? The end of 22 November. I remember. I was there. Starting off in, yeah. This might look familiar. I just assume that this is Spectral sitting next to me. All right, now let's actually get the run started. Let's start the timer in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So first thing we're seeing here is a Go Tower that I want to synchronize with. In the meantime, I'm doing some off-screen shenanigans, trying to get a there we did it. I got some. What is this thing called again? Earth, mulch,
Oh, that's the magic fertilizer for the beans.
fertilizer. I don't think I got all three of them. No, I got one. You can see the little.
That is a quite difficult trick, though. That you definitely did pretty good by bringing the fertilizer over, which saves a lot of time.
It definitely does. I got 2 of 3, but I wasn't close enough to the other one. So, Goat Simulator 3. What did I do with Goat Simulator 2? We don't talk about that game. But what is this speedrun? For those that actually know the first Goat Simulator, really open-ended game. And yeah, what could you do in there? Well, easy. You could get trophies. So getting trophies in this game is a little bit, different, I would say. But don't worry, there's actually like a story mode in here. I am actually getting stuck in a way that I've never been before. That's not true. We're not ticking that yet. We're not into that never happened before territory. Anyway, the whole thing that I need to do is like little minor side quests that we're going to show off. Like this is just oiling a machine, nothing too interesting in here. So 2 things that I did actually equip are the wings for a little bit of like mid-air control, but then the more important thing is me just, using my rocket boots to stay in the air. And this is actually... Oh, I didn't get all of them in. That's for... Oh. Can I please get... Yes, okay, good. So I need to get like 3 explosives in the mode to do the Aquaman little quests. Yeah, there's just a lot of different things around the world. There's a lot of like hidden lore, hidden memes, hidden pop culture that you might recognize. I don't know if this is anything, but it does remind me a little bit of Breaking Bad. Because there's a house that we need to remove. It's not the house removing itself that's interesting. It's the what's in it. If you want to know what is in it, I guess find out for yourself. So this mission here is a little bit interesting. I'm gonna hand it over to our good friend Spectral to explain it a little bit.
Actually, I'm going to cut in real quick and say thank you to Swill Swaz for the $3.14 donation. Pi Day start, they say. Happy Pi Day, Swill Swaz.
Okay, so I'm completely bad and I don't know where the key is. Because I didn't hear it. Oh, it's here. It's still in the box.
This is an unusual quest because the key will always spawn in the final box you break. So we usually try to stick to a route where we always know the key is going to be in a particular spot because it has a tendency to clip out of bounds at times.
It does, yeah. That's a good run killer. Don't worry about what I just did about the oopsie. Nothing, no tech issues. Don't worry about that. What I do have, however, is a little straw man. And if you remember Ghost Simulator 1, there was a summoning, like a demon summoning circle in the, like somewhere in the first world. Just the first world? First and third world. Yeah, there was one in the third world where you had to get 5 dodos in there to make a chimera of like 5 dodos. That was a really interesting thing happening there. Yes. So yeah, I'm just going from like hot to hair to, there's a lot of different things happening. Why am I a straw man right now? Why am I standing on buttons here? Just a lot of questions. And you just...
I mean, it's just a part of a day-to-day goat's life, right? Because with this game, they added the story mode, which is a more accurate description of what a goat would do in their day-to-day life. And this is... And now in this mission, Rico actually has to wait around a bit because if he moves out of this area too quickly, the chicken will despawn and we will not get the completion for that errand.
I actually did lie to you. I am using the demon face for this mission.
Oh, you are. Demon Face is a helmet we discovered a little late in the speedrunning, maybe, but it allows us to create a little vortex that pulls all the item to us. And since we have a lot of fetch quests, being able to pick up all the items quickly can save quite a bit of time.
Oh. Little interesting mission there. GG Grandma. So Grandma is a nice old lady, but she hates it when I'm in the yard. She'd actually shoot me with a cannon. Tasty goat. Let's go. So this is something also we're doing not too often, but I found this relatively late, and I forgot I lost my wings. That's unfortunate. Big boosting is probably the fastest. Second fastest way of like traversing through the game world. Oh, I need to disable the rocket boost here. Forgot that. And this is something that you found. This is Whack-A-Mole, where I need to hit the guy like 12 times. However, if you use your slow motion, which we do have, then we can like do multi-hits. So I'm on 4 right now. 5, maybe one more. I say that, but it's not giving it to me. I know that much. 7.
It can be a little inconsistent. Sometimes you'll get it in 1 try, sometimes you'll get it in 10 tries, but I always... Yeah, there you
10.
go. I think the max is something like 15, but slow-mo at least ensures you never hit that high.
Man, I like Star Wars. You too?
Oh, absolutely. We do get a lightsaber, but it's a little out of the way, and that's not our goal today. So we're probably
Not
gonna move on
today,
with
no.
with our paying our respects.
Unfortunately, I don't have an F button on my controller. Like actually, unfortunate. But hey, by actually paying our respects, we open up the church. But it's not your typical church that you'd probably never go to. This is also a really good place to use the demon face. Okay, an exceptionally good place to use the demon face, but I'm not doing it now.
The demon
Oh.
face is definitely a double-edged sword because it will pick up everything inside, and that includes all the clutter. So when you're trying to go in this church, you will pick up all the benches nearby, which can actually prevent you from going in. And there's a lot of off-screen movement, as you've seen at the first tower. Rikel was trying to get all of the beanstalks to grow, and in this case too, while we have the cutscene playing, he's gonna fly over to this errand where he has to take a cooking class.
We just need to get a few things in here. You know what? Just
let's
for the
throw the chef in
marathon. Getting the chef in there. I mean, what's better than not having the chef in your soup? Oh yeah, I'm actually wearing the chef's hat right now. Nice.
You are
Okay,
the
so
chef
there's.
now.
I am. There's a little cutscene happening here. Not a lot of movement happening in here, mostly because of all the different sudden changes of the camera. Because like it changes every stuff. So if I walk right forwards, I actually go that way, like actually going north from this point of view. But if it changes like so much, there's just no. It's just chaos.
Oh, that reminds me. This game was developed by a Swedish studio, right? So we have to pay our respects and partake in some IKEA furniture building.
This is definitely true. Something we also found out very late is that some of these packages have, well, most of them only have like one thing in it, one little piece of furniture. But this one specifically has three in it. One in the garage has two in it, and I think those are all the multis, but I'm not entirely sure. So, I think this is it. Yeah, that's it. I built a teleport that actually teleports you to the warehouse of IKEA. Don't get lost in there. There's also a Swikea like right there. So now I'm just going like forwards for a little bit. And then going straight back into this garden that has a reason as well. And I'm actually trying to like evade the little cutscene that's playing. Weirdly enough, this one also has a cutscene, but ever since like one of the latest updates, this cutscene is now unskippable. I have to watch it if I'm fast enough, or like if I was fast enough. Could actually evade it, not anymore. Which is kind of
Yes,
weird.
I believe they changed that with the Steam release of this game. Quite a few things got patched around that time.
Yeah, so, there's like back in the day, there were also a few like mini missions where that only gave you like 1 point. I should probably explain like the ending criteria of what we're doing right now. But yeah, like we're gathering points or Illuminati points, I believe. No, are they
Yeah.
Illuminati points? Yeah,
they
they
are.
are. Okay. Yeah, and we need 175. And of all the missions that are in the game, I'm only taking the ones that pay me 3 or more. So smart routing actually is in play. We're not doing everything. Like one of the missions actually requires me to do nothing for like 5 minutes. Oh yeah, this is how the Call of Duty map Nuketown was created. You just nuke a town. Wow. Actually, this is where I use Demon Face normally as well. I did lie to you.
You can probably use it pretty much everywhere in the run, but it does make things that much more chaotic.
Honestly, yeah. Home of Sarkia. Unfortunately, no mission in here. There is a little mission outside of here, however. Artsy fartsy. Just putting some random objects on this thing, that makes us an artist, or what people tell us at least. You actually get either an achievement or an in-game instinct, which is pretty much achievements, or like things to do. If you put 3 people in here. Really fun stuff.
And you might notice a lot of the changes he does throughout the world have permanent impacts, like the tornado appearing and...
Yeah, that thing is not going.
No. And this is the bird watching. Keep a really close watch on the screen. There will be a bird passing, but you have to be real careful to identify it. So see if you can find a bird or two.
There it is. That thing is huge. Love him. Another weird mission here. We're currently in the third area of the game. Morningwood. I just passed by the tree hugger over here. Hello.
And we got another donation. This one is from Anonymous for $25 with no comment, but they did put the $25 to our first incentive, which is a Toho run. It's $200 for that incentive. And if you are looking to donate, you can go to gamersforhope.com/donations. It also should be pinned at the top of the Twitch chat.
You did not see me clipping into the world right now. That is a lie. Yeah, no, there's some clips in the games we actually do. And it's pretty funny when it happens.
It's really hard to say that's never happened before in this game because pretty much every run is well in the territory of that's never happened before.
Yeah, this is one of those games where no major glitches is a lie. But honestly, there's not too many glitches other than, you know, clipping through. What else is there? Pretty much that, actually. Oh, and
Yeah.
little weird physics. But that's, like, that never helps you, ever.
Oh, like the times when the goat decomposes. But yeah, there are a few small ones here and there.
Wait. Why did I just switch to something else there? Want a big boost. So let's not talk about this place too much, because it's a little bit controversial if you've been following the news. But there's a vineyard that needs some power. How do you get power? You steal batteries from little wind turbines. And just putting them in your own so that it looks like you're doing well. We don't need the Def Ray bands right now. It's actually funny how, like, this game came out in 2022. This was, like, right after, like, a few months after Twitter was bought by a certain person. And there is a Twitter, like, reference in this game because of it. I think that's it at least. Anyway, we found a little, like, really big rhinoceros who was poached. Put it back into the... Okay.
Speaking of,
Okay. That never happened before to me. We could probably use that at one point, but this thing is pretty glitchy, so whatever, yeah. Anyway, here's a killer whale. He's pretty sad. I'm gonna put him back in the ocean because I'm a good guy. And try and get away from here. Ah, unfortunate. So I tried to get away from this cutscene. Unfortunately, I was way too close. I think I'm actually far away enough now. But yeah, he found his mother and got eaten by another whale. And we found it. X on the beach. There must be something in here.
yeah, you'll generally see us trying to avoid cutscenes by getting far away. If we can't, we will at least try to move during the cutscenes to make some progress because there are a decent number of cutscenes in this game, and we can actually control the goat in almost all of them.
Almost indeed. But let's do this old strat. Close enough. Trying to build a character. Just giving him some things, and now some NPCs have the same setup. Like having Homer Simpson's face as a shield. Wonderful. Okay. Oh, right on time.
Oh wow, great timing.
Yeah, there's a little flyman going through town, flying around, and we need to swat it. I think it's like a cycle of between 20 and 30 seconds if you miss it. Mission Impossible reference. Everything loaded in. Like instead of like going for this little agility course, you can actually like just go over it. There's a way to go through it by staying away, like far enough away from it, and then activating it, and then like going through. So going through it before it loaded. Anyway, you might know the really famous worker painting where they're sitting on a beam having lunch. Yeah, no time for that. We have buildings to make. There's just a lot of fun in this game that if you're playing this casually, like I know you would love it. Okay, there's another worker here. Okay, first of all, get rid of this thing. Caution sign. And while this cutscene is happening, I'm trying to go like kind of that way, then respawn, and I should be right next to a go tower. Did that happen? I did. Okay, did it? And we're doing another one of these little cutscenes. We're in Michael's Bay right now. And I guess while this little cutscene is happening, maybe the marathon has something to say. Why are we here? What are we doing? Or we're just gonna, reel a giant lighthouse out of the sea. Actually, let's pick boost after this. So the lighthouse is really precious. It's like our sun. Kind of like a one-shot reference.
And one thing to notice is sometimes when, in order to get repeating boosts, we have to basically open and close the menu each time. But after completion of a mission, the menu goes to a different sub-menu, so we have to open and close it twice to regain our boosting ability, which has to kind of somewhat become a muscle memory from repeated, attempts of the run. Because you will suddenly find yourself unable to boost, and you have to quickly remember that you have to do it one more time.
Yeah, it's really weird, but it's kind of like muscle memory at this point. I still make mistakes, however. But hey, that's fine. So this is the last area that we're in. We're in Gothenburg. Not to be confused with Gothenburg in Sweden. It's completely different. Put you there. Anyway, it's a sand building contest. We have to make a sand castle. And this just reminds me of the Rocket Power episode, where people build like amazing sand sculptures, but the little sandcastle won because it's a sandcastle building contest. Anyway, this thing is huge, and what is in it? You may or may not recognize it.
Seems familiar.
I mean, I play video games.
Are we sand or counter sand?
And now the Sandmen are coming for us. There was so many in a row over there. Yeah, there's 15 little Sandmen coming all out of this one door, apparently.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, I literally can't complain about it.
And you might notice we respawn quite a bit. Respawning is a really powerful tool in this game because the game will always respawn at us in a kind of a known spot. Unless, well, the truck gets stuck.
Unless the truck gets stuck.
Luckily, our goat is powerful enough to just tow the truck around using his her tongue. But yeah, we use respawns a lot to kind of put ourselves to known locations or get close to the towers that we're supposed to unlock, because the game will kind of magnetically pull us to the nearest tower if there's one nearby, which is a really fast way of getting around.
What's up? Henri. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? So I recently found out, well, that this is a cinema, and if you get one of these tapes, like this one for example, a little movie plays. However, these are just MP4s in the game folder, and you can actually change them with whatever you want.
I did not know they were just plain files, but I guess this
As long as
brings
you
us to the whale. The same whale is this?
This is the same well. We got Eden as well. And you know how? How we know? Because the killer
Ah.
whales are like right here. However, we need to get out. This is something that Pinocchio didn't know how to do, or Dora from Kingdom Hearts. Good stuff. We're almost done with all the missions. We're at 163 Illuminati points, as you can see in the bottom left.
And we are not doing every single errand in the game. There are a few that are somewhat slow, like having to meditate for 5 minutes, put down the
Yeah.
controller, you know, take a quick rest. We have to do it for some other categories, but all Beat the Farmer focuses purely on speed.
This is true. This one gives us 5 more, so we're at 172. And I think now is a good time to teleport. A button. It's fine. One final little mission. Can I clip through here? First try. Nice. And that without print screen. So yeah, right now we're getting our rewards. This is like the goat temple. That with how many more points you get, you unlock a little bit more. This is the first unlockable. This mess gets cleaned up. That's all you need to know. So after doing a lot of stressful missions, it's this is kind of a good spot to chill out. Not a place to go to the toilet, unfortunately, because we do have to press the button every now and then. But there is like 2 minutes, 3 minutes of downtime. So maybe the host has something to say.
But I guess in the game itself, when you're playing casually, this is supposed to be a bit more spaced out, where you visit between the scenes, and then your base kind of gets improved with all the points that you're gaining throughout the game. But what we do is we do all the missions first, and then we have this long stretch of upgrading the castle back to back to back, which is the only way you can unlock the fight, the farmer fight.
Yeah, I'd like to say that there's been a lot of like thinking about the route I'd say over the years. It's been like less than 3 years. But like I do remember that I started running this together with one other person that's unfortunately not around in the community anymore. Just did a lot of like routing, what works, what doesn't work, what missions are the fastest to do compared to how many points you get for it. Earlier, I skipped past what's the one? Like a political mission where you had to like gather votes because the flyman is just way faster if you get it like if you're like right there on time. What's another mission that I didn't initially do? I think that's mostly it actually.
That might be the only one, yeah, because they also the layout is really convenient from a routing perspective. If you do one perimeter outside the map,
Yeah.
you basically go around every single area and do most of the useful missions. I think we entirely skipped the banana sector, though. We never do the banana factory.
Yeah. No, we're not going to the factory. Nope. Also not going to Silent Hills or that little area.
Oh, that's
Not
true.
too
Yeah,
big.
we just go outside, swim around over the sea.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you do
I
get
shouldn't.
some-
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I should not actually take credit for the Ant-Man thing. That is something that you found, I believe. Either you or Kanye.
I think it was Kanye. Yeah.
Okay, then it's him, yeah. Like, I don't want to take too much credit. And you definitely came in as well and found some other new threats, like Demon Face, which I didn't even think about before. Believe it or not, there's actually a little of a money route that we have. We have 249,000, of which I will buy things in a little bit. But we can't immediately buy everything that we want. Like pick boosting, like the pick itself, it costs like 20,000. The rocket boots is like 1.5 mission, which is 7.5 thousand or 7,000, one of the two. Anyway, I'm gonna go out of here. We opened the door. Anyway, there's a boss fight in here. Also, I want that thing. I don't need rocket boots. This is fine.
now, partner. What are you doing here already? You can't possibly have unlocked all the
So this is kind of a meta game where there's supposed to be a boss fight here,
I was not expecting you.
but the boss fight is not done.
As you can see,
Can you see me here? Oh yeah, I'm like there in the bottom right corner.
as we say in the game dev business, a work in progress. It takes a lot of time and effort to make a game, you know.
absolute,
I love
absolute
that stare
snare.
at the camera.
Time to move along. Go headbutt something or find some trinkets or whatever you kids do.
So it turns out we don't have a boss fight after all because the game is not
Yeah.
quite complete yet.
Yeah, I think we're almost done with the game. Like, look, there's the boss, or like he's kind of a boss. He's a death. Deaths are enemies in this game.
Well, we beat the farmer.
Yay, we did it! Let's see if I can stand on the pill. Apparently not.
What the hell?
Actually, what I want to do is I want to get Tony's shark,
The credits
uh,
content.
and kickflip. Hell yeah!
Minigame? Stupid goat tower? What the hell is a goat tower anyway? And you can't even wait a little while for the perfect boss fight? Fine, have it your way. I'll just have to improvise.
Yeah. Who knew he's actually a boss?
Yeah,
So this is a pretty lengthy boss fight.
take that,
It's fun, however, but it's lengthy.
take this. Slam.
But also really fun. So he's big, he likes to throw things at us.
You
And this is something that Lord Mouse found. Good friend of mine who I actually did a 2-player run with at ESA. Instead of like having to run through all of these, if you sit in between these little, in between these lasers, you're absolutely safe.
Yeah, the first phase of the fight is generally pretty chill. You just have to deal damage as fast as possible, and the laser, the visor takes care of that for the most part.
dodge this.
Mm, I'm searching for the
Oh, the
gardener. There
beanstalk,
it is.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I know how to not use it. Don't worry.
Take this.
So I planted things in the middle during my BSG run 2 weeks ago, and apparently the farmer can sit on it. So that was interesting to learn in a marathon thing. I had to like find out how to beat him. Oh yeah. How about? Oh, actually got hit. Who knew? I'm not doing well. I actually did a stupid thing. It's in the middle again.
Yeah, it kind of is. We'll find out what happens to the farmer. So,
I'm just gonna. I'm not gonna preemptively fix it.
Look out! Here comes the tractor! Tractor!
even though this is a multi-phase boss fight, a lot of the phases actually happen in the same area, so this stalk will persist throughout the map. If we, look at the same area, I think in the final phase we end up here again, so we might see the stalk.
Like what comes next. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, that was really interesting to find out. You actually told me about it, and then yeah, I actually saw it happen. All right, so we're currently waiting for things to happen. I want that. I don't want rocket boots. I don't want the gardener. I think yeah, this should be enough.
I'm back.
So now we're going into actual phase 2. He's going into hiding.
Find the farmer.
So he can be in one of 5 locations. I actually pressed the select the wardrobe button to like find out if he's like in the back right one. He is not. I guess this one is the same. So second hit on this one, instead of being hidden in one of 5 locations, he's playing Metal Gear Solid. Goats win. Hit free. He is hidden somewhere completely different. There's a reason why I'm a giraffe, by the way. He's all the way up there. And then now I want to be Tony the shark. Not because he's a shark on a what do you call it? On a skateboard. Not that guy. It's always the last one.
I would say I really like this boss gauntlet because a lot of weapons and goat types, I guess, or goatkins make an appearance that wouldn't make an appearance otherwise in the run.
Just give me 1 second. I'm just gonna boot this up right here. I'm about to go retro on your ass.
And this is where pick boosting really comes into play. So this is an old Super Mario Land stage. However, there's just a lot of coins in the air actually just stopping me from getting to the end. I did find out that if I go too fast, issues might happen. Where is the firework launcher? There it is. We did it.
How? Goddamn goats! How? Oh shit!
So little cuts. Sorry, go.
Oh, yeah,
go.
No, you can explain.
Okay. Little fun thing you can do here. So there's not a lot of control you can do. Like I can't walk, but I can use the rocket boots to move myself, and then use a firework launcher to just go ham in this cutscene. And you can just see me there being stuck. I actually hope to clip through, which is not happening, I guess. It is possible in 2-player mode. Oh,
Now you
okay, a
clip
little
through.
bit late. Thank you. Can I? I actually kind of wanted to use it without clipping through. There it is. So really fun thing. If you actually get rid of all of it in 2-player before the cutscene is over, the 2 cutscenes will play together. And I'm just a normal goat, a normal fun goat. That's not the same wall. Where am I exactly? There I am. And here are the beanstalks again. Anyway, the run is almost over. We just beat the farmer. We just have to get out of this weird simulation. Yeah, it's a really weird jank game. It's made to be jank. Like, oh, I found a bug. What if I tweak this a little bit more? And the moment you laugh, that's when you know. That's when you know you did well. That's this type of game. If you're interested in like running this stuff as well, there are different categories. I don't know why people like Alt Towers as much. It's like a 5-minute you go from place to place. But this is a really fun one. All events, where you have to do all of the missions. 100%, which is something that both Spectral and I want to redo at one point later. Well, for me, it's a redo.
Yeah, for me it would be a first go, but this is actually this driving section is a pretty difficult gauntlet in my opinion because you're trying to go fast and driving mechanics in this game are not what I would consider stable or reliable.
Yeah. No.
And there's a lot of strange geometry here that you can actually get stuck in, and you will lose a lot of time if you get stuck under one of these platforms.
Yeah, the last thing you have to do is go through. Okay. What was that? Okay, yeah, going through here. But I actually want to play a little bit more of Ghost and Free, so I'm going back. Get ready on time. Oh, I've never been out of this tube. Time. That is within estimate if I can trust the timer in the top right of the screen. So I am happy of everything that happened. It looks like a blue screen, don't worry. It's only my computer.
GG,
I
man. fitting end to this run, I would say.
It definitely is. Yes. So yeah, thank you, Spectral, for being here as well.
Only once it has.
Thank you, Reichelt, for the amazing run full of ridiculous goat antics.
It is. It is ridiculous. Yes.
I, Nova, will be passing it to Dino here in just a moment. So thank you all for coming. Thank you for having me host. And I just want to remind everyone to hit the donation link and donate to Gamers for Hope and our charity, Stand Up to Cancer. Sorry, Stand Up to Cancer. I said that a little quiet. My mind's a little all over the place. We were really hectic getting this going, but now we're going, and it's good. And when you send a donation, you can specifically send a donation for the Toho incentive. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, Reichelt. Oh my gosh. And yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for having me. Also, yeah. That's just it. Thank you.
Thank you.